He's an actor, playwright, essayist, and screenwriter known for his roles in The Princess Bride, Clueless, and the Toy Story franchise. And for at least 16 years, he's used his platform to call for justice for Palestine. He's Wallace Shawn. Shawn's activism has often put him at odds with mainstream narratives regarding Palestine. In 2008, he wrote a piece for The Nation titled Israel in Gaza, Irrationality. In this 2008 piece, he said, "It is not rational to believe that the Palestinians in the occupied territories will be terrorized by force and violence, by cruelty, by starvation, or by slaughter into a docile acceptance of the Israeli occupation." He said that to many Israelis and American Jews, a Palestinian throwing stones at an Israeli soldier, even if his life has perhaps been destroyed by the Israeli occupation, is simply part of an eternal mob of anti-Semites. He said that the logical consequence of this view of the world is that, quote, Jews are morally justified in taking any measures they can think of to protect themselves. They are involved in one long eternal war, and a few hundred Palestinians killed today must be measured against many millions of Jews who were killed in the past. Throughout the years, Shawn has continued to be outspoken about the Israeli occupation, particularly in Gaza. In 2014, about Gaza, he said the anger of the Palestinians cannot be ended by killing their children. It was part of a video released online that featured celebrities, artists, and activists speaking out for Palestine. He said, "Israeli leaders seem sincere when they say they believe their actions are appropriate. Apparently, one of us is worth many more of them. And American leaders know they are lying when they defend the murder of children in their beds. And we, the public, pay for the bombs, pay for the airplanes, and pretend not to notice what is going on." His critiques extend to powerful organizations and lobbying groups like the Anti-Defamation League and AIPAC. Also in 2014, he responded to an Anti-Defamation League ad blaming Palestinians for Israel's mass slaughter of children in Gaza. He said, "Yesterday I saw an ad in The Hollywood Reporter. It was in English, but its meaning was not immediately obvious at all, so I felt an overwhelming impulse to translate it." The ad used a quotation from former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir that goes, "We can forgive them for killing our children. We cannot forgive them for forcing us to kill their children." Shawn wrote, "My quick personal translation of this would be, when we kill the children of Arabs, the Arabs made us do it. They hate us so much, they are so angry that they do things that enrage us and make us kill children." In response to Shawn's activism in 2014, like clockwork, Zionist publications started publishing op-eds written by individuals like Rabbi Shmuley Boteach, smearing Wallace Shawn as an anti-Semite. Despite facing backlash and attempts to discredit him, Shawn continues to advocate for justice in Palestine. Since October 2023, Wallace Shawn has joined high-profile protests. Speaking at a protest in Washington, D.C., he said, "Even in Vietnam, they didn't quite admit they were just slaughtering the innocent." In January, he also appeared in a series of videos by the Palestine Festival of Literature, in which he read out sections of South Africa's ICJ charges accusing Israel of genocide. And in March 2024, he signed an open letter urging Democratic candidates to not accept funding from AIPAC. Shawn appears in a video for a union of progressive activist groups called Reject AIPAC. AIPAC has distributed talking points at its annual conference that included false claims that, quote, reports that people are starving in Gaza are false, and, quote, Israel is not blocking the delivery of aid to Gaza. So if you're wondering which artists support Palestine,